Guys, we are back here with game number 2 Team Tim and Orcs of Newerth. Sorry, so I lost my train of thought there. They're actually, oddly enough, they're on the same side, so they haven't swapped, which is kind of weird, but whatevs. Doesn't matter super much. Uh, I guess it does kind of change out how you draft a little bit, but otherwise, we see electrician, or engineer, electrician, kinesis, Magnus. I believe these were the same. No, we had a engineer was not banned. We had who was banned actually? Was it Moira? Somebody was banned other than the engineer. And anyways, one different ban this game. We see the Aluna picked up into the Geomancer, Tundra into Sir Bensington, and Voodoo Jester again into Monarch. So they will be running the Voodoo Jester once again, but a very completely different style of draft coming out from our Hellborn side, aka Orcs of Newerth, as we actually have a different drafter. This time it's busy drafting, and that could be the reason for we see a different style of draft. But they do pick up two supports and the Bensington, so we could see the Bensington tri-lane, we could see a 2-1-2 setup. It's still very unclear as to what we will see. We have the Bubbles, the Kraken, and the Rally being banned out here by Team Tim. So once again, we do see a lot of the popular initiators being banned out. We see the Swiftblade, the Pebbles, and the Gauntlet. So Gauntlet has actually been receiving quite a lot of attention lately. Um, he is starting to appear onto the scene as well as he finds himself here with a ban. So love to see different stuff being picked up and also banned, etc. They do go with a Hammerstorm as the fourth pick, and they follow it up with a Soul Stealer. So they are going to be going a double core Hammerstorm Soul Stealer here in game number 2. The Soul Stealer being the big one, as we do see Hammerstorm quite often nowadays. As he is quite a meta carry, but the Soul Stealer, I'm going to be very interested to see how the Soul Stealer gets built. There are different ways to play the Soul Stealer. You can play him as more of like a Portal Key, Storm Spirit kind of burst the guy you jump on down strategy with like a Shrunken Head as well. We've even sometimes seen the Resto Stone as more of this caster style Soul Stealer, but we also do see a lot of the times the Shroud, the Shrunken Head, the Null Stone, those style of just man up and fight with right clicks style of Soul Stealer, as he does deal quite a lot of damage with the I'm forgetting what this W spell is called, but the one that gives him attack damage for every soul he last hits, on top of the demon hands, he outputs great damage in the mid game, the soul steal. And then they finish it off with a Lord Sulfuras and an Arachna. So they will be running the duo core of Bensington Arachna with a tri-core a Lord Sulfuras, as you can't really call Lord Sulfuras not a core. The hero just takes a lot of farm and does very well with it, as he outputs lots of damage while being very tanky. So this is going to be a tri-core, and we'll see how the tri-core ends up working out for our Hellborn side going up against the duo core of Hammerstorm and Soul Stealer. But they are running the aggressive tri-lane, as yes, I got my better visuals for you guys. Hope you like it. You can see the player names. They're on the mini map. Everything's different. So apologies for not changing that in game number 1. But we got the Hammerstorm, Voodoo Jester, Aluna Tri-Lane. Lots of damage and stun combination here. On our Legion side, we do have the Lord Sulfuras in the top lane. Monarch, not too sure whether we're going to see her go into the mid lane and really just control the Soul Stealer from the get-go. And they might just leave Lord Sulfuras to deal with the top lane, whereas we have the Bensington and the Geomancer in the bot lane. So they are going to be prioritizing farm here on the Bensingtons. They will be going up against the solo Tundra. I would really like to see, well, what I would have liked to have seen would have been the Bensington tri-lane matchup against the Hammerstorm tri-lane. However, I do feel like they maybe have. Actually, it's hard to say which tri-lane is stronger, because I guess the Hammerstorm is a little bit tankier than the Bensington, so in that sense they could kill the Bensington a lot easier as they have lots of stuns. But I was gonna say I would like to have seen them match up with the tri-lanes. But now that I think about it, I do think having both the Arachna and the Bensington get good starts with dual lane setups makes a lot of sense. So I actually do like the way they're choosing to lane this. I think they will most certainly force rotations from the Hammerstorm tri-lane. And the thing about Lord Forest is, if this lane becomes unmanageable, for him, he can always rotate into the jungle and farm. Like, they could just give up this top lane completely and focus on free farming the other two lanes. So I do like that strategy, or that setup as far as the strategy goes. Tundra, he's going to do decently well here, at least in the beginning, before the levels start to come up for the Bensington and the Geomancer. But the Lord Forest, I think it's safe to say he is more likely to go down due to there being 3 stuns here, as well as once the level 2s kick in, the Curse Ground with the Power Throw could be too much damage, as he won't be able to health potion up during the Curse. But we do see Bloodlust coming in on the bot lane to Tundra. Man, I need to really work in my camera work. The Soul Stealer, how's he doing? He's got 2 last hits and 2 denies to make that 3 denies. So they're not really controlling his last hits the best. Monarch is that's not how you box out 2 versus 1 mid. Like, tanking the creep waves, letting Soul Stealer sit on his hill and auto attack. He needs to stand here and just attack him without drawing aggro of the creeps. And we see Soul Stealer getting way too much in terms of last hits. And he even gets to level 3 like really quickly now. Here we see Geomancer coming in. This should be a kill. Crippling Pollen, the slow from Monarch. Arachna gets credit for the kill. So good job from Geomancer to recognize that the rotation there is a very easy kill to set up on the Soul Stealer. And this is why we don't see Soul Stealer in competitive very often. It's just he's such an easy hero to take advantage of early game. His lack of mobility, his lack of stun or slow really hurts him. So although he can be a pretty solid 1 versus 1er, you do have to guarantee that he gets that matchup. Otherwise, it's very easy to take advantage of his early game weakness. But as far as his strengths, he is a hero that is able to recover and farm very easily, as he can Demon Hand jungle stacks and push out creep waves in the lanes as he gets to level 5 and level 7 mark. So the Demon Hands are very powerful for that situation, but then it becomes the question of what will he translate the farm and space that you want to give him. So it is a trade-off, but we will hopefully see what Soul Stealer is capable of here in game number 2. As Tundra, he's going to find himself in some trouble. He does a really nice job of avoiding the stuns. He actually avoids a dig stun with the cold shoulder and avoids the joust, but it ends up not being enough as the damage was there initially. So Imbu Boy unfortunately wasn't able to make the escape. He did a nice job initially of avoiding some stuns. Lord Forest is level 4. The tri-lane has kind of rotated out. We do see Aluna moving into the bot river. Geomancer already to level 3 though. He's going to try to get this rune, which I believe he did. He's taking some heavy pressure here. Now there's no rotations in from any of the supports, but he's feeling very confident with it just being the Aluna down here. Hammerstorm, he is off to the great start. He's sitting on 30 and 5 creep score. Boot Adjuster still sitting up here, but Lord Forest, he's not doing super poorly. He's sitting on 16 last hits, 214 GPM. He's gonna do some jungling, as I mentioned, he is very capable of doing. They're actually gonna bait out the Soul Stealer there. I don't understand how you fall for that though. The illusion does less damage. Like, it should be very clear which one is the real one and which one is the fake, even if you kind of act fancy with the microing. Demon Hands are going to push the creep wave out, and this is one of the strengths against Arachna, where Soul Stealer can just push the creeps. As they go for a kill onto Tundra here, he's going to buy a Waza potion actually, and oh my god, he spends 400 gold on regen here, and they're going to look to turn this around. Aluna is going to end up falling. Will they have the catch on to Bensington? Here comes the Acid Cocktail, Demon Hands, Curse Ground, Smackdown, boom, get dumpstered, kid. But, I mean, he did get the kill onto a Luna, and he also made, well, I shouldn't say he made Tundra, but Tundra chose to spend 400 gold on Regen to turn that around. Whether or not that will be worth it in the end is debatable, but they do get the kill onto Bensington, so it stops Bensington's good start. He was sitting on 24 and 5 creep score versus the... Actually, Tundra doing quite well. I mean, despite the 2 deaths, he has 20 creep kills, and he has now recovered with the 2 kills, and he has the level 6. So it's really hard to say Tundra's had a bad game, by all means. He is doing very well. He's sitting on 300 GPM. And that's pretty much tied with the Bensington at the moment, and the Arachna. So the Hammerstorm's still doing very well, sitting on 385 gold per minute. He's the top farmer still. But Soul Stealer, he's not having the greatest start. He has 0-1 and only 23 creeps, which isn't really that bad though. We see a Blazington ult in the top lane. They're going to go for a kill here on the Hammerstorm. Monarch is going to do a nice job of baiting, and they will turn it around as the Nightfall comes in. He doesn't have the teleport up though, and Arachna screams to her death as she goes down to 3 players. Looks like they used a avalanche there for the kill on Arachna. So he's still only level 5, doesn't have the spider sting. Soul Stealer hits the level 6 here. They're gonna stack up the jungle. This is what I love to see. Soul Stealer, he's not level 7 yet, but he can Demon Hand down the easy camp very easily. He can also Demon Hand down the hard camp after. He's gonna take out the stacks here. Geomancer is actually gonna be spotted here by Soul Stealer, but I believe he's feeling not too threatened here by just the solo Geomancer. And now he's almost 300 GPM with just that 1 stack. Over here in the Orange Jungle, we see Monarch get caught out by 3 heroes. So he goes down. Soul Stealer gonna Demon Hand down the hard camp. This will boost them up to almost 350 gold per minute, I believe. Maybe 340. Or 330, okay, I was a little off, but the point is, he is now higher than all the Hellborn farmers as they get the kill onto Bensington as well. Boy, I missed that one, but Bensington is really not the tankiest hero early game, and I really dislike the gloves pickup over the stat. I would much rather see the bowstring armband picked up. Geomancer gets picked off here by the avalanche. They turn it around with Lord Salforce using the Undying. They get the kill into Tundra. Soul Stealer and Lord are gonna fight for the stack there. Lord is going to man up here as Bensington's coming in. Here comes a Joust stun, and he will heal up with the life tap. Soul Stealer will most likely fall here, as he was doing a nice job with the bottle sips, but the more Certissimo will take him out. So a good bait coming in from Lord Salforce there. And we have a 7-6 hero kill lead in favor of Orcs of Newerth. So this game is already off to a very even start. And Arachna, she's got pretty good creep farm, but still only sitting on 318 GPM. I say only, but it is quite good. I do think at some point they should look to address this Hammerstorm because he has Ghost Marchers and almost the full Whispering Helm already. Geo's getting spotted out here by the bird. Bird, 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 bird. Tundra is going to be picking up the Ghost Marchers. I really like the Ghost Marchers on Tundra. It gives him great mobility, and since he's farming in a core position this game, he doesn't need to go for something like the Striders, which we do see often being played in the off lane. We see Tundra's value the Striders for the extra mobility, but the Ghost Marchers will allow him to output lots of damage on top of his Avalanche and his Cold Shoulder. He's going to burst down the Bensington there. The Dig Stun is unfortunately not going to be able to return any kills. And look at those auto attacks coming in from Tundra as he picks up the Ghost Marchers. He is just pounding in the right clicks. The Dig Stun is going to avoid the power throw. Really well played there. There's no mana for the Piercing Shards, and that will be the difference maker, as Geomancer will be able to Dig Stun out. A little bit unfortunate, as Luna could have potentially baited that out. and sniped out Geomancer at the end. But he will get the port on home, so well played by Geomancer to avoid that power throw. The Spring Helm there picked up by Hammerstorm. Monarch running into Soulstealer. Here comes a Acid Cocktail. The one Demon Head missing actually going to be the difference maker. And they're looking to turn it around now onto Voodoo Jester as the slows from Arachne are coming in. And unfortunately that missed Demon Hand not resulting in a kill on the Monarch. Undying comes out onto Soulstealer and the Spider Sting. A little bit of an overkill there. Here comes Bensington with the Nightfall. He can land the Jouster on the Aluna, and it will be a kill onto the Luna as well. So Orcs and Newerth looking really solid here in game number 2. But despite the great ganks coming out, they are still they do still need to address this Hammerstorm. And Tundra is also still farming quite well in the bottom lane. So although they are getting quite good farm on all 3 of their cores, the 3 from Legion are also doing very well. So it is still a very even game. Bottom lane, they take out the Lord with the Avalanche and the help from Soulstealer. Arachne going to be curse grounded. He pops the Hardened Carapace, and that's going to mitigate a lot of the damage. He has the early Astrolabe as well. Dickstun connects onto 2. Bensington ports in. Will they get the kill onto Aluna? Yes, they will. Bensington taking some pressure. Demon Hand going to be avoided here. Soulstealer uses the Soul Burst. One more Demon Hand. He cannot get it off. I believe he was silenced by Monarch. And they do an excellent job of kiting the Soulstealer. A double tap coming out for Arachne. As I'm actually not sure why they dragged the creep wave into the river here. So yeah, Hammerstorm, he continues to farm with his Whispering. We will most likely see the Twin Blades as we normally do. I think we'll see the Thunderclaw from Bensington. Arachne picks up a Power Throw. Actually tried to snipe out Bensington. I don't think it would have been enough damage though. He was quite high on HP. Soulstealer up in the top lane. He's doing some split pushing. And they might find him here as Geomancer comes in. They will land the crippling pollen stun. I don't think they have the damage to bring him down though. But there's the Nightfall from Bensington. Sun comes out from Aluna. Luna's blocking the Joust onto Soulstealer. And they will actually prevent anything. Here comes Avalanche onto Geomancer. Power Throw will hit onto Monarch. Hammerstorm is now here. He doesn't have a Hammer Throw. Now he does. Will he get in range? Looks like he wants the Bensington. But he's going to run right into Lord Salforce with the Undying. He will go down very recklessly. And Tundra, he's manning up here. They will get the kill onto Sir Blazington, and Lord will be forced to fall back. So it ends up being a 3-for-1, and a nice turnaround coming out from Team Tim, as they might try to pick up the kill onto Lord here, but I don't think they have the damage with some of their bigger spells on cooldown. Arachne, she's sitting on the Ghost Marchers now, and 1000 gold as well. DD bottled here by Lord. An Astrolabe gets picked up on Soulstealer. He's going for a little bit of the tankier route. I'm almost a little surprised that we don't see this Ghost Marchers on Soulstealer this game. I feel like there's a lot of stuff he can avoid with positioning, but I guess he wants the tankiness. It's really hard to argue Steam Boots or Ghost Marchers on Soul Stealer. I think they're both are very good individually. Um, we see 1900 gold saved up on the Tundra. It looks like we will be seeing the portal key. And I would really love to see the puzzle box on Tundra this game. I think the puzzle box is great against heroes like Arachna and Lord Sulfuras. Not only for the mana burn, but also just for the ability to kill the spider very quickly and to burst people down in the ultimate window of the Avalanche. They do have the Monarch against the Tundra, however. I would like if Monarch is on top of his game, he will be able to remove every Tundra ultimate with Cleansing Wind. And I believe the Arachna he can get his Heart and Carapace off if he gets Avalanche, but he will stay stunned as far as I'm aware. So there's the portal key on Tundra. The bird is scouting out the enemy jungle, so they should know that their jungle has been overtaken. Deny coming out in the mid lane, simultaneously they get a tower in the bot lane. Is that gonna be a Firebrand on the Soul Stealer? This is gonna be going Geometer's Bane. They catch Geomancer out with the Avalanche and the Power Throw. See, he's not even synced to anyone. What? It's not even synced to Benzing. It's so weird. Monarch lacking in XP really hard. It's only level 6. Barrier Rattle picked up on Lord. He will use it here for the tower push. He will use the glyph. Will they choose to fight this though is the question. Hammerstorm looks like he's not interested just yet. They get the kill on the Voodoo Jester here with the Arachna and the Monarch. Very easy kill, they don't even use any ultimates. Like to get the lane ward here. Bensington, does he have his finished Thunderclaw? I feel like he should. It's not farming the grid, it's only on 300 GPM. Here comes the Avalanche onto Tundra, the Demon hits, the Power Throws, and they will get the kill. Will they get anything in return though is the question. They don't have any portal keys, so it's very hard for them to catch up. Tundra will pour it out to the bottom lane, where he has this bird scouting for him. Tundra is playing very well this game. It's level 14, 420 gold per minute. Bird definitely giving lots of vision this game as well. Get the kill onto Voodoo. And Hammerstorm, I believe he's got. Oh yeah, so he's got the Twin Blades and 2k gold. I wonder if he will even go for a Shrunken in this game. I mean, going up against an Arachna and a Lord, I feel like the Shrunken doesn't even benefit him super much. Now there is lots of other stuns and magic damage from the rest of the team. So in that sense, it is still an okay item. However, it's a really awkward game for a Hammerstorm against an Arachna and a Lord. Nightfall is going to do this. They stun in onto the... Oh, he missed the stun onto Illuna. Okay. So that's what happened. He missed the stun onto Illuna. Bensington will go down. Crystal Field comes out, but Tundra's going to jump with the puzzle box onto Geo. Man, that's an early puzzle box on top of the portal key. And they also get the kill onto Monarch, so some unfortunate misses coming out from Hellborn's side. It almost, you go back and kind of question why they even wanted to go on the Illuna in the first place. I mean, if they could get the catch onto somebody like the Soul Stealer, or even the Tundra, like, those are some great targets, but trying to stun and Nightfall onto Illuna just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, even if you burst down the Illuna, you see a solo kill here on the Soul Stealers. Arachna spiders him down. Arachna is very good against the Soul Stealer as well because most of Soul Stealer's damage comes from his magic damage, and he can't man up an auto attack against the spider because it reduces his attack speed, so he needs to be able to Geometer's Bane and kill the spider. But then, at that point, I do feel like he takes a lot of damage anyway. Soul Stealer's not in a good fighting position right now. We see Tundra take out the Geomancer. He was very close to his blink. He actually might have had money for it. Sam, did you fuck up? He had 2260! Oh, Sam, where's your APM, Sam? I know you have like 230 APM. That's... Sam, I'm very sad. You're a better player than that. Sam, I have to flame you. You had money for PK. We see a portal key jump here coming out from Hammerstorm. The TP support not time. Regen rune is used here by the Lord Sulfuras. So they pour everybody up here. Minus the Tundra, who picks up his puzzle 2. He almost has puzzle 3. Man, Tundra is so scary right now. Illuna is leading the front lines. Lord going to use the Undying on her. That's actually really good for Team Tim if they want to try to re-engage here, but I guess they don't have the numbers with Tundra. No Avalanche also. He's going to farm his puzzle 3 here mid lane. But the bird not really scouting out what's happening mid if he gets caught by a spider sting. Nice job with the portal key avoiding the dig stun. And there's going to be the puzzle 3. So Tundra is going to be... Oh my god, he's sitting on 21% hero damage. Like, the Tundra is doing so much this game. Like I can feel it as a spectator, like how disruptive not only the bird is, but these avalanche ganks, like isolating them when they go to farm. And I can only imagine what it feels like playing against the Tundra bird. You almost feel like they always see all your rotations. Kongor is going to be taken out here by Team Tim. Hammerstorm 20, 200 gold in the bank. They're going to try to do their own Kongor, but the bird is coming over to scout things out. will they go for the steal here with the Aluna? Looks like they're ready. Aluna, she's winding up the power throws. They're dragging it away. Oh, so close. It was close. It was like a half a second off. Nightfall in the bottom lane. He's gonna miss. They have the damage though. Tundra's turning it around. Is he gonna make it a double tap? Yes, he is. What a turnaround coming out from Tundra. As I think the dig stun might have missed as well. Is he gonna make it a hat trick? I mean, like, this puzzle box is gonna do so much damage. If Lord kills the puzzle box, he dies here. Like if he doesn't turn off his aura and the puzzle box dies, he's gonna kill himself. Yup. Lord needed to turn his aura off. There's two buybacks coming out as the Hammerstorm and the Soul Stealer are taking the racks while this is going on. Hammerstorm, he's gonna man up. He's gonna do some good pressure, but Lord Self-Forest. Oh, the Soul Burst coming out. One more Demon Hand. Does he have it? He's gonna turn it around onto the Geomancer. Geomancer will fall. Is Soul Stealer gonna man up here on the Lord Self-Forest? He's thinking about it, but Lord is tanky. It's a hat trick coming out for Huge Soul. And Team Tim with the split fights coming out as they put a lot of pressure into the top lane. They only lose the Hammerstorm. The Tundra, man, he sacrificed himself for ideally a hat trick as he got the double tap initially, and then he got the third kill a little bit later. Man, Lord, come on, dude. You're immortal, man. You gotta know your aura kills puzzle boxes. I'm only a legendary player, and I know that puzzle box was gonna kill you yourself there. I mean, my brain's not that big. Come on, dude. So we do see the portal key. I believe it was picked up on Geo a little earlier, and they're going to be looking for those big dig stun crystal field initiations to set up the Nightfall. Voodoo Jester gets taken out there by, it might have been the Undying actually, I think was used again. It's only a 60-second cooldown now. Full Hypercrown picked up on Arachna, by the way, quietly kind of picking up his farm. 460 GPM, but almost 3 cores on Legion are 500 GPM, and that's kind of been the story of this game. Aluna gets picked off here by the Nightfall, and the looks like the Crippling Pollen might have caught him out initially. It's, they use an ultimate there for Aluna, but yeah, it's really scary because they have 3 cores sitting on 500 GPM. And the Soul Stealer has really recovered. He picks up a Shrunken Head on top of the Geometer's Bane. And there's the Shrunken Head pickup on Hammerstorm. So he does end up valuing the magic immunity. It's hard to really say that it's bad, but it's just an awkward game for Hammerstorm this game because both the Undying and the Spider Sting kind of mess up his game plan. But he will still be able to output lots of damage as long as they're able to kill the spider off of Hammerstorm. He'll be able to free up his mobility once again. Veil Rot here on the Hammerstorm. They might go for a kill on the Arachna. He's going to Avalanche. He's going to immediately activate his Hardened Carapace, and the Cleansing Wind removed the Tundra Avalanche off, but it wasn't enough. Arachna just goes down too quickly to the auto attacks from Hammerstorm. He hits for 400 plus the Tin Blades, so that melted Arachna. They're gonna get the kill onto Monarch as well, and Dying comes out onto Tundra. Is Tundra gonna fall here? No, not enough duration on the Undying to take out Tundra. So they lose 3 players and don't get a return kill. And this game was very even like 10-15 minutes ago, but some big plays coming out from Team Tim, putting them in a really sizable lead. Here comes a dig stun onto the Storm Spirit. It's going to miss, so they didn't coordinate that very well. Here comes the Soul Burst. The Burial was activated. Shrunken Head and the Teleport, and he will make it out just fine. Oh, Hammer Throw. It's going to catch them both, actually, as Bennington jousts away. Bennington, he will end up falling to the auto attacks. Here comes an Avalanche onto Lord, and this will be a kill on the Lord. And that could actually do it. The second buyback was used. Arachna has respawn now, but no buyback on the Bennington. And Hammerstorm, he's pounding in the right clicks. He's getting Spider Stinged and Undying here. He is getting his damage off though. The Spider is taken out. He will go down to the Undying eventually. Buddha Jester trying to do what he can. Meanwhile, the Tundra and the Soul Stealer were getting the Raxes. Lord Forest, he's taking damage from the illusions. This is the real Soul Stealer, takes out Geomancer. He's trying to get a return kill. He's getting slowed up by the Arachna. Arachna's trying to take him out. Here comes the Luna now. Will she get the stun off? She will. Hardened Carapace is used. Power Throw not doing a whole lot of damage. The Luna will go down, but Soul Stealer gets the Rax kill. And it is Arachna against Tundra and Soul Stealer both.
Beast of the land, hark my call!
Beast of the land, hark my call. Soul Stealer, another 3,000 gold saved up. Beast of the land, park my car. I've heard that one before as well. Beast of the land, park my car. Arachna, she picks up the Whispering Helm. She's still sitting on 2,600 gold, so not too sure what she's gonna buy here. They are relying on her for the main damage. Comes a hammer throw onto Arachna. Dixon is going to catch hammer. The Tundra and the hammer will melt the Geomancer, and the avalanche was used. Here comes Blazington ultimate. The Arachna is dead. Hammerstorm will go down as well to the Undying. Soul Stealer with a Shrunken though. He is still putting out some good damage. And Tundra with the puzzle box in as well. There's the buyback from Arachna. Arachna just going to melt. And that's going to do it for game number 2. As Team Tim will take it 2 games to nothing. So a solid performance once again coming out from Team Tim.